Cool. Okay, is that all right? Can you all hear me okay? Can you hear me all right? Is that all right? Okay, grand. So my name's Laurie Bolger. Well, when I say like spoken word, yeah, when Pedro wrote it on the flyer, I was like, don't write spoken word next to my name because everyone will think I'm mental. Because you know the connotations with spoken word. This is kind of just like, it's not Sylvia Plath, stick your head in the oven, anyway. So it's not that. But so I'm going to do you two, really, which is fine. The first one, I wrote a poem called The Tarted Up Boozer in Shoreditch, right? And then I came to this pub and found this amazing sign saying The Tarted Up Boozer, and I was like, yes. So now I'm just coming back here all the time and I love it. And it's basically, the poem's about ditching your grubby little local for a tarted up boozer in Shoreditch and going to Shoreditch and thinking, why the fuck have I come to Shoreditch? It's just, I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. So, yeah, and normally you go there for someone's birthday or something and then you're like, what am I doing here? No one knows who they are and no one's talking on his shit. And then you come back to the sort of pub like this and you sit with just like a random at the bar and you chat your life stories and it's really, really nice. So this is about your grubby little local, which I guess for tonight will be this one. All right? So it's called The Tarted Up Boozer in Shoreditch. We ditched our grubby little local for a tarted up boozer in Shoreditch, a bar, a boozer, a poncy place with Moroccan cushions and leather bar stools that swivel. We ditched the familiar smell of stale beer and sodden bar towels for a molten orange glowing countertop with bar written in neon lights on top of a fish tank. Home to 5 of the most miserable marine creatures I had perhaps ever seen. Poor, boozy barfish, they're just taking it all in. So we ditched the rabble and the riot of our West End local for a bunch of moody indie kids with shit haircuts, rolling cigarettes and posing as the singer/actor/part-time model, girls in green barber coats with bird nest hair, sipping brown ale when really they would like a Bacardi Breezer secretly. And I know this. And everyone's so worldly and fucked up and cool, and they love it here because it's retro, because it's old school. And they burn incense sticks, so you can barely tell your pint from sandalwood. And the girls look like boys, and the boys are wearing girls' jeans, and it's all very seen. So we ditched our plump, busty landlady who sweats under bright lights and breathes heavy as she pulls me a pint. I love her, right? We ditched her for an indie Cindy barman dressed in granddad-style knitwear, a dicky bow tie and Topshop's finest pair of thick black glasses too big for his face. Not you guys, you're all right. They're of a good size. Those are not prescription lenses in those frames, no. He's mechanic and uncharming. Looks alarmed when I ask him, what's your cheapest pint, mate? He goes, well, 'cause actually, we only do, bottles of beer, and they're all, £4. Great. So it's all very dark, and I take in the candlelit ambience with random objects like a mannequin and a moose head wearing a top hat and lampshades like my nan had. I'm drinking beer in a bar with no atmosphere, and I look over at the DJ, okay? This is not you. And he's dropping beats behind the smallest DJ booth I've ever seen. Next to the gents, he's working the decks as though he was working the crowd at fucking Creamfields, and he's going absolutely mental to a load of people who are sat down. So I begin to miss the local pub's jukebox mix of funk, punk, folk, the occasional Irish, the local sing-song, soft souls beating on bad carpet, and I ditched it for Shoreditch. Drinking in a place with no warmth, no excitement, and distorted drum and bass, not to mention perhaps the slipperiest floor that I've ever walked across. And I'm wearing high shoes, okay, because it's a little bit posh here. And I kind of slide into the loos where girls stare pretentious stares and flip their hair and look really genuinely, actually posh. So that's when we go and do some shots with indie boy Jarvis, who's still 100% deadpan. But he doesn't tell us his life story like the old bloke in our local. And I could spend a year here trying to meet an old friend or create something humble, but we leave because it's shit. We ramble home. This is like the most poetic thing I've ever written now, right? This is like creative writing. We ramble home through the city drizzle. Street lamps turn puddles jaundice yellow. And I can breathe again. Paraffin blue lights cut through the dark and they make me jump. So I climb onto the night bus. I take my shoes off and we travel across this tourist town to our grubby little local just around the corner where we know that we are guaranteed to get a lock-in. Thank you very much.